Greetings. My name is Inyaman Surawana, and today I would like to present two materials. First one is a research into the teaching of English as a foreign language in early childhood education and care. So first we'll talk about the definition. So first, early childhood education and care is an education service before entry i- into a formal schooling, which has a variety of levels around the world. So, for example, in Western, it's known as a nursery, daycare, kindergarten, and preschool. And in Indonesia, it's known as PAUD, Pendidikan Anak Usia Dini, and TK, which is Taman Kanak-kanak. And then forest language education. So it's also referred as language exposure programs, and it's said to prepare and help children to learn a new language. So in here we are going to learn about um, how to teach a young learner in their early childhood about English language. So there is things to notice in uh, English learning for uh, early childhood young learner. So first there is the policy. It's regarding about the official implementation of English learning in pre-primary education, which is usually talk about the guidelines of English teaching and how is the uh, what kind of how high or how low the exposure of the young learner got on learning English. And then staff profiles in which is the skill of uh, school staff in teaching and in English proficiency. Uh, and third one or the last is a classroom practice is how the teaching methods and approach in uh, young learner classroom. Next is the teaching practice. So is we have to use children-centered approach um, to gain their motivation in uh, learning English because they are doing all the activities while being read by the teacher. And then fun and engaging activities such as singing, um, storytelling with picture books, playing game, and etc. And the third is combining heritage language and English. So in learning process for uh, early childhood young learner, uh, we cannot have we cannot take the risk of them cannot speak their heritage language. So as for they use it as the medium of learning, that they also learn about the heritage language, so they still can speak their heritage language and also still able to use English. Then the next material is research on learning English outside the classroom. So there are theory about early second language acquisition by Carson in 1981, 81. So there is a distinction uh, between second language acquisition and learning, which is how the children receive the target language. Because in learning, uh, uh, because in learning, they are consciously studying language rule and grammatical structure, but in acquisition, they are unconsciously learn through receiving significant amount of input in the target language. So that means language acquisition will be often uh, happen in the outside of classroom. And then the practice of learning English outside of the classroom. So introduce the learners to some activities to do at home. Uh, so because we want them to willingly learn English, uh, was to gain their motivation in learning and let's give them pressure about learning. So we introduce them some activities like what give a recommendation of movie or reading a novel or even playing games where games use English in the introduction, and then give them some objective based on their activities. So we also want to know the result of their English learning outside the classroom. So we can give them some objective like if they're watching a movie or reading a novel, they can give a summary of it and read it out loud in front of the classroom. Uh, and playing games because uh, there are also some objective in the games. We also use English. So by completing the objective there, we also will be also the result of their learning. So uh, this practice has been used by uh, Thailand, where they use uh, games called uh, Ragnarok, where they give them some English related objective to complete while playing the game. And they give them a 19-minute session per week, and there is a result of the practice, which is they are more it bring their courage out to speak English in front of their friend. So and as the times uh, as the technology develop, there are also a new way to practice English outside the classroom. We can introduce them to application in phone. Uh, for example, is Duolingo, where they not where they not only learn about English, but they can also learn about their heritage language, and there are an achievement and a reward every time they complete the mission in the application. So that's for my presentation. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.